In this video, we are going to learn about data types and its variables. So, let's begin. For that, I need to give you a brief introduction about data types. So, in programming language such as Java, the users, generally assigns a value to a particular data type, which is also known as a variable. And the data types varies depending upon its size. Typically in Java, we can broadly classify the data types into two parts. That is first will be primitive data type, and the second one will be reference data type. Here is the table for the primitive data types and its value and size. The first one is boolean, default value false, default size 1 bit. Second is char, u 0000 2 byte, byte 0 1 byte, short 0 2 byte, int 0 4 byte, long 0l 8 byte, float 0.0f 4 byte, double 0.0d 8 byte. Now let's move on to data types, to the primitive data types and its classification. Firstly, it is classified into numeric and non-numeric types. Under numeric types, we will again classify this into integer types and real types. Under non-numeric types, it will be classified into the character and boolean. Again, under integer type, we can classify the data types into four parts, that is int, byte, short and long. And lastly, under real type, we can again classify the data types into two parts, that is double and float. This is the chart for the char type data and its ASCII code. First will be A to Z in capital 65 to 90, small a to z 97 to 122, 0 to 9, 48 to 57, blank white space 32, and special character delimiters, that is 0 to 47, 68 to 64, 91 to 96, 123 to 127. Let's move on to our next topic, that is non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data types are nothing but they are the derivations, or they are derived from primitive mode or primitive data types, that is int, byte, short, long, char, boolean, double, float. Unlike the primitive data types, this reference or the non-primitive data types gets allocated in the dynamic memory. We will explain this reference data types and its properties in details in another video. Till then, I will show you an example where arrays, classes and interfaces are some of the reference or non-primitive data types. Now let's move on to our next topic, that is arithmetical expression. An arithmetical expression is nothing but it is a combination of variables, constants and operators. In Java, arithmetical expression is broadly classified into two major categories, that is, the first one is pure arithmetical expression, and the second one is impure arithmetical expression. Now let's understand the difference between pure arithmetical expression and impure arithmetical expression. In pure arithmetical expression, we can say the operands used is of one data type. For example, int abc semicolon and sum equals to a plus b into c. For impure arithmetical expression, the operands used is different type. The operands used are of different types. For example, we can take float a, char b, int c. Sum equals to a plus b into c. Therefore, it is an impure arithmetical expression. Now let's move on to our next topic, that is type conversion. In mixed mode expressions, the various modes of data types are in execution. Therefore, they get converted into a specific type or into a specific data type. Now, type conversion is divided into two major categories. That is, the first one is implicit type conversion and the second one is explicit type conversion. Now let's understand the difference between the two, that is implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. For that we have to understand the implicit type conversion. In this type of conversions, the smaller data type used in an expression is usually converted into higher data types. For example, int a double b c equals to a plus b, where a equals to int and b double. Therefore, double will be the required data type used in this expression because it is of higher data type. Now let's understand the explicit data type, explicit type conversion. In this conversion, the user chooses his or her preference, his or her preferable data type in the mixed mode expression. For example, int a b colon float x equals to, within braces float, we have to write float within braces, then a plus b. Let's take another example where double xy and int c equals to int within braces, then x plus y semicolon. This specific type of conversion, or the explicit type conversion, is also known as, or the process is also known as, typecasting. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you haven't subscribed our channel, please make an effort to do it, and if you enjoyed this video, please do share it with others, and lastly subscribe my channel.